Fix, Flip, and Fuel is brought to you by Strutmasters. Specializing in air to non-air suspension conversion kits, visit strutmasters.com for more information.
My name is Justin Ashley. I'm 24 years old and I love drag racing and flipping houses. My goal with this web series is to provide clear insight into my life behind the scenes, turning pro and driving a 300-mile-per-hour top fuel dragster, and my day job flipping houses. And by the way, I'll let you decide which is more dangerous. One may be physically, and one fiscally.
Wow, that's definitely got potential.
I don't think that was a pool. I think that was a pond.
This is what like the skateboarders used to come in here and fucking half pipe.
It's missing water.
But both have one thing in common. They're widely misunderstood. For example, whenever I tell people I drive a dragster, they say, oh, the long skinny cars that go straight? So what do? Just hold the steering wheel straight and push down on the gas? Or they say, can I drive your car? I always wanted to do that. Yeah, okay, except that it's basically an 11,000 horsepower bomb I'm strapped to that accelerates from 0 to 300 miles per hour in 3-something seconds. And no, you can't drive my car, and after watching this, you may not want to. The sport is so multidimensional. There's also the business side. The sport is expensive, and you have to provide real value for sponsors to get behind the team.
I like to think that I can pick some pretty good ones, and I think you're a pretty good one.
Thank you.
And I've been helping some other small teams, and I think out of all the teams that I have, you have the biggest opportunity, not because of me, but because of your dad and how you grew up in racing.
Plus, there's the team side. All the professional expertise, personalities and talents all coming together. And there's, of course, the driving side. My job as a driver is to make sure I don't lose the race for our amazing team.
Numbers were good? Oh, yeah. You're 059 on the tree. Went 841, 60 foot. Your dad went 838, so he's in the lead right now. Went 212 to the 330. Okay. That's good enough for run 70.
That's it.
And you'll see, our team is amazing. It's complicated, but I love it, and I can't wait to share my story. Then, there's the house flipping business.
Let's take a look at this thing upstairs now. I don't really spend too much time in these homes, obviously you know why.
It's how I can make a living, and it's how I can even consider racing.
Oh man. Alright, well, I've seen enough.
You don't need to be a rocket scientist to flip a house. Lord knows I'm not. But making money when you're doing it, that's a whole nother story. I see these reality TV shows and I laugh to myself. What reality is that? In my world, the real world, contractors don't show up, things go wrong in a hurry, and while you can make plenty of money, you can also lose plenty of money.
So hopefully there's no issues or anything like that.
Not to mention, get fleas, get attacked by squatters, or my favorite, deal with neighbors who love you to your face for fixing this abandoned house, then ask you to fix their bathroom, or they'll complain to the town about some made-up nonsense, which will set your job back about a month or two. You can't make this stuff up, but just like racing, with flipping houses, you win and lose as a team. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, our personalities, opinions, and tolerances for risk. We may argue, but I'd prefer to call it constructive bickering. The inspection is Friday. It needs to get done by then. It doesn't matter if the guy's sick.
Justin, there's nothing I could do, bro. Literally nothing I could do. If he's sick, he's sick. If you want, I'll do it myself, but I'm not a plumber. What the It is what it is.
Actually, the best results usually come after constructive bickering or an apology or three. Last but not least, there's the rest of my life. My father, who is a retired driver, a big help, my biggest fan, and definitely the biggest pain in my ass. You'll see. My girlfriend, Gina, she's a saint. That's all I'll say. Talking about saints, there's my mother, who, as you'll see in the show, is more than a saint.
I'm gonna kill you, and that's not my butt.
She also has to deal with my father. She does all the worrying, but she's my go-to when, well, My father's driving me nuts.
I don't know what you expect from me.
What I expect from you is I expect for you to get your team on the right track because you guys suck right now.
Then there's Dustin Davis. He's always calm, cool, and collected. A successful businessman, a great team owner, and really, he's become like my older brother. Without him, none of this would be possible. Right now, we're a week away from our debut in Charlotte. My first race as a pro. The butterflies are flying.
Right out of the porta potty.
A few sleepless nights, and of course, there's those loose ends. Ugh, so many. Hence this new team mascot right here. Yup, it's this pimple on my forehead. It makes an appearance anytime I'm under pressure. It just shows up in some very conspicuous place, usually right before some important face-to-face moment like this. Not to mention, in addition to those loose ends, we just bought 2 properties last week. 2 different towns, both hard to deal with when it comes to getting permits. The past 9 months have been some journey. From meeting Dustin and the team at the PRI show in Indy last December, to picking up our new car at Don Schumacher Racing, to our first shop in California, testing in Bakersfield, Norwalk, and Indy. There's been plenty of blow-ups, screw-ups, and plenty of great successes along the way. Things you just can't believe happened. You'll get to see it all in the upcoming episodes. I think I should have named this series It Happens, because so much did. Seriously though, thank you for watching, and if you're in the pits, come by and say hello, or hit me up on social media.
Last Sunday, I came from the doctor, I had mono.
So this is the last thing I thought I'd be doing is in this fire suit, getting ready to drive this brand new Top Fuel car. But you know how they say you have perfect plans, but perfect plans become undone sometimes. This is what testing is for. You see this? This is why you get the shit out of the way early. So when you get to Indy, you win.
Wow.
Fix, Flip, and Fuel is brought to you by Strut Masters. Specializing in air to non-air suspension conversion kits, Strut Masters has become an industry leader in the world of suspension. Strut Masters offers affordable total solutions to fixing costly complex air, magnetic, electronic, and hydraulic suspension systems. Visit strutmasters.com for more information.